Who's that big bird?
That's Celia.
That's Celia?
She's an eagle.
Oh, cool.
She's really nice. She's looking at the bug light, right?
Some idiot left out in the open.
There's junk everywhere.
There's random stuff all over the ground. Someone's pockets aren't big enough yet. They have to learn to store more stuff in their pockets.
That's cute. She's like really. I think she's trying to find it. Immediate.
Oh my. It appears, even though I'm not actually streaming on Restreambot is still there. Whenever somebody says something in one of the chats, it'll actually show up in the other chats too, because Restreambot's still there. But this time we're actually streaming on, what is it? Mobcrush? Mobcrush. That's a thing. That's actually made for mobile gaming for the most part. But it's possible to stream to that normally. And let's see if it handles my, like, poverty low bitrate stream better. We got, I'm here with Twist. We've got some ramen. And here's Isabel, who needs to be protected at all costs.
I mean, she plays Doom. I'm pretty sure she can handle herself.
Oh, of course. What else was she doing while we were waiting for you to do all the work and upgrade resident services, because I didn't do any of it? This is relevant.
Well, it's like actually nowadays, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Jade Eaton says, "Is Doomslayer here?"
More or less.
Anyway, hi. I've got a bunch of crazy face paint and stuff. Let me get back in my house. I'll show you around. I have a house. I haven't paid a dime for it either. So we'll take you around. Over here I have some tickets from the rug lady on the stove, which has been burning for days. And then I have my juicer, which has been running for days. Oh yeah, but there's pears just on the floor.
The home fruit.
There's like a little lantern, which I guess I could turn on, even though I have like crazy white balance lights going on that I can do. I still have the original cot, whatever. There's a radio. It's on, but you can't hear it over the radio.
You can't hear it over the mixer.
Oh yeah, you can't hear the radio over the mixer. There we go. I have a tree. A spinnable tree.
Nice tree.
Should I change up my look with this wooden table mirror? Sure. Where does my custom design show up?
They save there if you make one.
Hold on, that might be on my phone.
Oh, you mean like the QR ones?
Yeah.
Push R. Nope.
No, not there?
The special ones. Go back to your phone. Maybe it's like an app there. Do you have it?
It's like your real phone, except it has fewer features.
You have a second page. I don't know.
I guess it is possible to trap myself in my own home. I mean, if I don't just go into edit mode. where everything is all like.
Are you trying to trap yourself?
No.
Okay. I just, I have to ask these things because you do some weird stuff.
Yeah. So I do have a mirror. I have a workbench. Where I can make a good axe that can chop down trees, but I'm afraid to have it. I cannot make a wooden block stereo because I do not have a wooden block toy. Wait a second. I can get a wooden block toy.
They're easy to make, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do it. I made a leaf that looks like a wooden block toy. It's meta.
Did you see someone made cookies that were shaped like leaves? And someone said, "Why are you trying to feed me a whole couch?"
And now I made a leaf that's actually wooden block stereo.
Here you go. But what about your little trusty radio?
That's alright. I've got plans for that.
Putting it away forever, never to see the light of day out of your pocket again. No room. Guess you don't need a bed.
Wait, is the wooden block stereo
Yes.
like physically bigger?
It is big. Just get rid of your bed. You don't need it.
Who needs sleep anyway? Oh man, that is big. That is the size of my bed.
Put it in front of the balloons. Maybe. Ah, shit. There you go.
Wait, you mean I can't even stack stuff on top of it?
It's not like those old TVs where you could just, throw those on the floor and, put all your family photos on top. Or whatever the hell. Wow. That is a weird use of space.
So I'm still gonna have my juicer and my pear on the floor. Okay.
I see you're playing the new Doom game.
Clearly.
Can you put...
Isabel's been busy. Register?
Which is Animal Crossing speak for
Oh, wait a
pear.
second. This thing doesn't even have a radio?
You have to buy songs.
I have to buy songs?
Yep.
Truly, Tom Nook is a vengeful capitalist.
That's why the radio that it comes with is the best one.
Also, these balloons take up a lot of space.
They do.
So I
got two
hear
of them.
Easter is a BS holiday for Animal Crossing.
What is it?
Easter.
Easter.
The
Oh
egg
yeah,
hunt.
it's Bunny Day.
So most people hate the bunny. I don't know. There's something amusing about hitting a rock and an egg flying out.
Yeah, it seems like Twitter's an outrage of bunnies.
And
Against the bunnies.
it's really, really rabbit.
Final Fantasy VII Remake looking lit here, I see.
See, I thought it was Doom Eternal, but apparently it's this game called, let me see, Bunny Bridge, I think.
Oh. I thought this was Persona 5.
Oh yeah, I dropped medicine on the ground. There's also a pear.
No, this has less cringy stuff.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
Well, I bought 5, but I had to use one.
Why'd you buy 5?
Because I have to use them a lot.
Stop getting
Does
stung by
anybody else have
wasps.
Golden Wind stuck in their head?
I do
Actually,
now.
I went and grabbed one because one of the villagers was sick, and if you give them medicine, then they, I don't know, give you their soul or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, if somebody gets sick, they get medicine?
You
God,
go
that's how
and,
you can tell this is a fantasy.
I know, right? Well, you go and give them medicine because you go and make medicine for them because you're, a kami or something.
Doctors still refuse to even see me.
So, basically what you're saying, well, what we're establishing is that this is not set in the US.
Definitely not. People are happy here. Like, they enthuse about their homes and their life. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, despite the landlord memes, it still seems like,
Well, if they're that happy, clearly that means that there's something wrong with their way of life and we need to drone strike them.
I don't know.
and/or
Not having
stop
interest on
them
your
from
house sounds really
voting
nice.
under the age of 65.
Oh yeah, that too.
There we go. Now I'm wearing someone else's denim pants.
Oh, yeah, Ruby.
Derek, would you like to go off on an angry rant here?
Ruby got... I gave Ruby some clothes and she just, like, threw them on the ground.
Oh. Oh, I guess I'm actually wearing Ruby's pants right now.
Oh no.
It's alright,
So
that's funny. Leave that one up there.
what's
okay.
the rant here?
Right. So I was supposed to go back to work from quarantine today.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
But then I get to work, and my supervisor Ed and tells me that HR told him that that my quarantine didn't run out until the 6th. When I was told it ran out on the 1st, and then today would be my next scheduled day. So I get sent back home. Then a few hours later, I get a call from HR saying that I now need a doctor's note saying that I'm cleared to go back to work.
Oh, good luck with that.
Uh,
You have to see a doctor first.
Yeah.
Want you to work?
Is it their way of telling you you're fired?
can you just go to, like, the little clinic and get them to say, hey, you're not sick?
Do you go get a physical sometime when this epidemic's over?
Oh, it gets worse.
Not gonna get over for a long time.
Yeah, like that's when you're gonna get to
okay.
see a doctor.
So, what
but,
happened?
but, no, the shitty part isn't even that they sprung needing a doctor's note on me out of nowhere when they could have called me at any point in the last 2 weeks. The shitty part is that they then lied to me about what I told them my situation was, and tried to say that I was lying to them about the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Yay, gaslighting!
yeah.
Hey, Bill.
So like two weeks ago, or a little bit more than that, I went to HR and said, hey, about 2 weeks before then, at the end of February, my brother was there visiting, and since then he's come with the coronavirus. What do you want me to do? And they told me, after faffing about for a couple of days, stay at home quarantine for 2 weeks. And that was the last communication I had with them until today.
And they're trying to say that they talked to you before that, or in between that time?
No, they're not. They're not saying that they had talked to me in between then and now. They're just lying to me about what the contents of that conversation were.
Oh, fun. It's fun. I like the picture, JD10.
Yeah.
This has left Eric quite enthused with going back to work ever, as you can
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Aww. Mobcrush's chat thing doesn't have clickable links. Hopefully it still
on
works
the
for
one hand,
everybody.
I'd love to just quit purely out of spite. But on the other hand, if I did that, I'd then be without health insurance if I ever actually did catch the coronavirus.
Meanwhile, I also need to get a doctor's note to go back, though that's not high on my priorities list because, as you can tell, I'm still fucking sick. Which is going on 4 weeks. With no end in sight.
Yeah, at this point you probably have pneumonia.
Oh, I had pneumonia. I had antibiotics. It fended it off, and I think it was like a day short of actually getting rid of it.
And you ran out of antibiotics?
They gave me a week's worth.
They probably ate.
Because any more...
Like, the little amount that did,
I fail.
yeah, they can to try and prevent superbugs from forming in your lungs.
So, well, fun times.
Oh, shuffle.
Fun times are had by all.
Which, of course,
by
means
that
I
I
now
mean-
have superbugs in my lungs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with the world. I'm kidding. That was complete sarcasm, just to clarify.
What do you mean I can't... What do you mean I can't, like, catch the crab with a shovel?
You can catch it with your hands.
Oh,
On the
really?
plus side, the Final Fantasy VII remake apparently is completely off the wall and pissing off all of the original fanboys, which means they don't love it.
Awesome.
Is it because they down the boob size of Tifa or something?
No, because apparently it's more of a rebuild of Evangelion style thing.
Oh, and
What, is
that
it like
particular
cooling the pieces when the battlefield starts?
No, but Hell House is a boss fight now.
I like that the
Instead of... So they're just angry that it's not a
actually
normal
has
enemy.
the shape of the fish.
and the horny
Oh, I already knocked it down.
gamers
Get it.
are
There's another.
are pissed that in the
Oh, thank you.
Resident Evil 3 remake,
Probably an egg.
Jill is wearing
Skirts?
skirts rather than
I just want to make sure you got a chance.
Thank you.
Now, the thing I've been angry about is that not enough people are using the mod where Jill is just inside a sandwich, and Nemesis is again toast.
I'm glad that they use the same engine so the mods can be ported easily.
It's I don't know if you've seen this tweet, but I'm gonna link it.
They don't like
I
when you
think
push
you'll
them.
appreciate it.
Oh yeah, we've got litter
Yeah,
all
we'll
over
be
this
fine.
island.
It's mostly yours.
It's mostly mine. I know. I don't have a good place to put it. Like, can I be Minecraft and just build some storage chests?
You have storage in your house.
If you were Minecraft, you'd have to have this made by a racist.
Oh, speaking of which, do you want to feel miserable about Elon Musk?
I want to feel miserable even more than I already do, so yes.
Elon Musk playbook. Dismiss COVID-19 fears as dumb. 2. Pledge to donate 1,000 ventilators. 3. Ask for free publicity. 4. Donate just 40 ventilators, none of which can be used on COVID-19 patients.
Oh.
Can somebody cough on Elon Musk, too?
Hopefully, they're...
So, how long before he starts calling random healthcare workers pedophiles?
Probably is already.
Is that a POS thing? Not a POTUS, a POS. So, you know, they're
No.
interchangeable.
Well, I mean, that is
During
a
kids that pay for it.
good piece of shit. It's also a reference to another time that Elon Musk did exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah, like, failed to solve a problem, and then it said that the guy who solved the problem was a pedophile.
You see the thing floating back there?
Oh, yeah. Shadow. Hold on, there's an eclipse going on. Not really.
So, there was another thing.
Oh no.
FF7 fanboys are a little bit mad that during the final boss fight, Sora, Donald, and Goofy hop out and give Cloud a Keyblade.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can understand a little bit of upset.
Hold on. Other floating
that
thing I need.
Nobody likes Goofy.
Did you see the owl?
And
Everybody wants
Yeah.
because
If
Toy
there's an
Goose
owl,
didn't
it
show
means
up.
that there's a no. This.
Oh, I wonder.
Why are there two bikes?
Alright,
I bought
that
one.